Men and women's soccer both get convincing wins this weekend, and women's volleyball also off to a hot start this fall season. That's all coming up next right here on the Suffolk Sports Report. Welcome into Studio 73, everybody, as we bring you the Suffolk Sports Report presented by the Communication and Journalism Department here at Suffolk University. I am Jacob Tobey. Well, let's go right to men's soccer as they got their first win of the season and their first conference win opener since 2012. Saturday as they entered GNAC conference play for the first time this season, beating the Albertus Magnus Falcons 1-0. Reigning GNAC Corvius Player of the Week, Alberto Biton, scored his sixth goal of the season in just 3 games. Let's take a look at the highlights. It was 0-0 after a scoreless first half of play, and we head to the 65th minute where Albertus Magnus tries to get the ball in the box, but Suffolk goalkeeper Chip Van Cleef corrals this one, clears it to the middle of the field. Biton waiting for it. He's the man of the match, gets the ball in the middle, dips it off to Jarrett Davis. And Davis right back to Biton. Biton's going to shoot this one about 30 yards out in right bottom right corner. Past Falcons goalkeeper Joe Russo, and that is all the Rams would need as they beat Albertus Magnus 1-0. How about this guy? Alberto Biton had a hat trick in the 6-5 loss to UMass Dartmouth last week, and the Suffolk junior has been the best player on the pitch for the Rams so far. He missed last season due to injury, but in his freshman season led the GNAC with 18 goals. He earned Player of the Week honors in his freshman season as well, and he has definitely been a bright spot early on in the season. Every player except freshman recruit Matt Campos on Suffolk's roster is now healthy, and they look to string together 2 straight wins, and they even their record at 2-2. They play Lesley University in a non-conference game tonight at 7 p.m. in East Boston. Sean Cushing and myself have the call on the Suffolk Free Radio with pregame coverage starting at 6:45. For the first time since 2012, Suffolk Volleyball captured a win in its season opener, and they did so by beating Mass Maritime last Tuesday in straight sets 3-0. Taking a look at the highlights, we started off with the first set. Suffolk and Mass Maritime tied at 15. The serve coming from Mass Maritime, and Suffolk trying to threaten as Chidera Nwankwo tries to spike it, but it's digged out by Mass Maritime, and a long rally continues. Ball still in the air until Emma Ethier with an attack error. That puts the Rams up 16-15 in the first set. Still the first set. Suffolk up 25-24, needing one more point to win set number 1. They do so on another attack error. Jumping over to the second set now, Suffolk leading 24-14. The Rams serve it over, trying to win their second straight set, and here again is another attack error. Suffolk wins 25-14. And now we go to the third set. Mass Maritime serving it and trailing by 1. Suffolk has some issues trying to put it back over as Leah Patterson knocks it out of bounds, and the Buccaneers tie it up at 18. But Suffolk, they'd pull away and find themselves up 3, needing one more point for the win, and they get a big spike and kill from Talia Lombardo. And that would be it as Suffolk beats Mass Maritime in straight sets 3-0. The Rams are now 3-1 on the season. They went 2-1 in the Smith College Invitational Tournament this past weekend. They will head into GNAC conference play as they play Johnson and Wales tomorrow in the Reagan Gymnasium with game time scheduled for 7 o'clock. Moving into women's soccer, they have now scored 14 goals in their last 2 games. And on Saturday, they beat Anna Maria 5-0 to advance to 3-1 overall and 1-0 in the GNAC. A minute and 31 seconds into the game, Jennifer Martin scored her 5th goal of the season on an assist from Paolo Ortez to make it 1-0. And just 10 minutes later, Alexandra Nagri put in her 3rd goal of the season. Assisting her was Jess Harmon. Harmon continued her success as she scored in the 58th minute on a pass from Ortez. Suffolk now leading 3-0. Nagri puts her in her 2nd goal of the day and her 4th of the season. Helping her out was Erica Nelson with the assist. Then in the 85th minute, Martin again scores for her 6th goal of the season. She leads the GNAC in goals, so both men and women's teams have the leading goal scorer in the GNAC. Well, that'll be all for today. If you want to get involved with the Suffolk Sports Report, you can email me at jtobey@suffolk.edu. And if you want to get involved with any other production, come down to Studio 73's open house this Thursday from 12 to 2. You can talk with all the producers of this semester's shows and, hey, maybe even create your own. So from all of us here at Studio 73, I am Jacob Tobey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.